His reaction will give us a clue to his intentions.
Yes, Master.
I'm gonna make an offer that you can't refuse. So, The Godfather. So this movie came out in 1972, which stars, Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, James Caan. The list goes on and on and on. And to be fair, yeah, I like this movie, but I'm not like really that crazy and hyped for it though, like everyone else is. Yeah, it's one of the greatest things created of all time, the best things created of all time. Which Francis Ford Coppola directed this film. In my opinion, I think this film's all right. Like I'm not really crazy about this film. It's a good mafia film. I was not really that crazy about it, like everyone else is. People say it's like one of the best things of all time. Yeah, to others, me it's all right. And it's like the only one I actually like. I mean, the sequels, the other ones has like too much filler, especially the second one. Has like too much filler going on in that one. We'll get to that soon. We'll talk about that in a little while. Right now, we're gonna talk about the first Godfather movie. Now, I really love Marlon Brando's performance in this film. He does a really, really good job of his performance. How he plays, Don Corleone, Vito. He does a really good job playing him. How he does the voice and whatnot. How he congratulates his son and shit. It's really good how he does it. And of course, Al Pacino, he does always the successful way. He does it all the time with his characters. But me, I'm more of a fan of Tony Montana more than Michael Corleone. Because, Tony Montana will fucking murder this motherfucker, Michael Corleone. Or maybe not. Maybe Michael Corleone's like, he's probably smarter than Tony Montana. And he'll probably figure out a way to take out Tony Montana easily. Because he's smarter than him. Because Tony Montana had like so much fucking coke in his fucking head and shit. Like, he can't fucking think. So, he probably will lose. Who knows? Maybe he won't. You never know what will happen between those two in a fucking gun battle. Army against army. Well, let's continue. This movie, to me, I feel like there's like a couple of scenes that drags in this film that I get really bored with. But other scenes I really enjoyed. Like there's scenes where he had to... Michael Corleone had to protect his dad from these hitmen trying to kill him in the hospital and shit. He had to protect him. He had to like make believe he's a bodyguard and shit outside of the fucking hospital and shit. That worked. I just enjoyed that. I enjoy where Clemenza gets fucking choked out by the fiber wire and shit. And like the scene where the cannolis and whatnot, and they kill that dude in the cars. And don't forget the cannolis and shit. I thought that was good. I like to see when James Caan gets fucking murdered at the ticket booth or whatever it was. Not ticket booth, the toll booth. He gets murdered at the toll booth. He gets like fucking gunned the fuck down. I thought that scene was pretty fabulous, you could say. I said fabulous. What the fuck? Oh my RuPaul. Well, anyways. Well, there's like, to be honest with you, I didn't really like Michael Corleone's character in the beginning. Like, he's like, I can understand that he didn't want to do no mafia stuff. I understand his character didn't want to do that shit because he just come back from the army and shit and whatnot. And he just didn't want to get like involved in that type of situations and shit. So I can understand why he escaped to Italy and shit for a while to like think and shit and whatnot and all that. Well, I find like one of the ridiculous scenes is when like the girl he likes in Italy gets like blown up in the car because she's like retarded and she just gets right in there and she just dies because one of the guys put a bomb on it. I thought like that's one of the dumbest scenes in the movie. I was like, that shit's so dumb. Like, she just goes to the car. He's like, no, like, fucking the whole shit just blows up. She's dead. Like that's like the dumbest scene in the movie. I was like, that shit's fucking stupid. I was like, how stupid can you be just get in that car while even checking there's like a bomb? I mean, she didn't know. She didn't know it was a fucking bomb. She just got her in the car. I don't know, I just thought it seemed like really dumb. And I thought the whole thing was, and like he's like in Italy, was like filler. Like I didn't really care about that much. Well, the scenes where he's in Italy and shit. I thought that shit was pretty fucking boring. I only care about the shit was going on in like New York and shit, the gangsters, the mobsters and shit, mafia. I only care about mostly that. I don't really care about the whole fucking Marco Corleone in Italy. I didn't really care about that. I didn't fuck with those scenes. I always skip around that shit because like it was like so boring, those scenes. No disrespect to the fans of The Godfather, like in that scene. I no disrespect, but yeah, it's just no. I didn't really like that. So after fucking what's his name, Vito Corleone. Now he's like I said, he's in the hospital and shit. He got shot up that time where he's like carrying a bunch of oranges and shit. So now his son got to take over. James Caan, he had to take over, and that failed because, like I said, he got fucking murdered because he was like, I think he's pulling the wrong strings or something. I forgot what happened. I think he's pulling the wrong goddamn strings or something, and shit just fucked up. And like, I love another scene where he beats up that guy who's like beating up his sister or something. And he could go to beat his ass in front of these kids and stuff, and in the water and shit. I was like, this is hilarious. Like, he beat this dude's ass. Like you can't beat up women and shit. Like that's fucked up. You can't hit a woman, man. That shows that you're a fucking punk, man. That's fucking, don't do shit like that. And I thought that shit was fucking funny. Beating that dude's ass. He slowly learns lesson. He's still beating her ass. Like this dude. I don't understand why she even still with that motherfucker. Like, why she can't leave this cocksucker? She just let him beat her ass. She just let him beat her ass. It's like she likes that shit or something. I was like why you let that nigga beat you up? Like, what the fuck? Well, that's the fucking 40s for you. That's the 1940s. There used to be a lot of like woman abuse back then. You just like slap the shit out of every woman in sight and all that, and they like fucking get away with it and whatnot. So it's most of that. Oh yeah, I can't forget about Fredo. That fucking pussy. That guy sucks. Like, he can't take over the fucking mafia. He sucks so much that his younger brother, Michael Corleone, had to take over. That's how much he fucking sucks. And he's like the middle brother. What a fucking loser. Because that dude's gonna screw everything up if he was the head of the mafia. He'd probably get everyone killed. he's like the fucking the Krillin of the fucking family, the Krillin of the three brothers. Fucking James Caan's Vegeta. I don't know who Michael Corleone would be of the fucking three, but he'd be fucking better than goddamn Fredo. I'll tell you that. Ray is a fucking dumbass. That's why he got him killed off in the second movie. He's stupid. That's why Michael wanted him dead. He's a dumbass. It's like, you broke my heart, Fredo. You broke my heart. You dumb fuck. He went Tony Montana on him. I told you. Don't fuck with me, Fredo. But you weren't enlisted. Ah, you stupid fuck. Look at you now. Imagine he said that to him when he was on that boat. You stupid fuck. Oh, fuck. I love Scarface that much. Like, he got quotes. I think it's my first time making that quote, actually. Oh, shit. Yeah, Scarface any day over The Godfather. I can't get The Godfather that much. It's like, there's like a couple of scenes that drags. There's a couple of like filler shit in here that's like, I don't really give a shit about. I don't care about the whole mafia family mostly. I don't really care a shit about it. But they're supposed to get beat up all the time, or Michael Corleone going to Italy. I don't fucking care about that shit. Especially part 2. My problem with part 2 is that they should not have the whole story of Vito Corleone in there when he was like younger. I feel like that should have been like a spin-off movie instead of being a Godfather Part 2. That should have been like a spin-off movie. They should have like took that out and make it like a spin-off film. I don't think they should have had that in part 2. That's what I felt like to me. I feel like shouldn't be in here in part 2 of The Godfather. I don't know why he did that, Francis Ford Coppola. But that should have been like not in the same film as part 2. That should have been like separate. I mean, it's that's fine. They tell a story about Vito Corleone when he's a kid, how he started the whole empire and shit. That's fine, but that should have been a spin-off film, I think, to me. Because all I care about the whole Michael Corleone, how he does the empire in part 2. I really didn't really want to care about the whole Vito thing that much. That's what like really threw it off. Like every time they keep going that flashback with Vito when he was a kid and he became a teenager and he was an adult in Italy and shit. Like I didn't really give two fucks about it. Unless it's a spin-off movie, sure I'll watch it. But that never happened. It was in with Michael Corleone film in part 2. That's just me. I feel like that should have been like a spin-off film, Vito Corleone. Should have been the story of Vito Corleone. I'm just drinking something. Yeah, this movie, yeah, it's alright. It's just I don't hate it or anything. It's just I'm not really that crazy about it. I don't even watch it that much. Maybe like once in the blue I watch this shit. Like it's like none on TV. I'll just turn to The Godfather, just watch it. Like I said, I'm more a fan of Al Pacino's Scarface more than The Godfather. This movie is just, I don't know, it makes me tired sometimes, I guess. Makes me a little sleepy. Well, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good scenes in this movie. It's like most of the other ones are just, like I said, drags, there's filler, and it just doesn't interest me, the other scenes of the film, that much. To me, like, I'm a guy who loves action films. This is not an action film. This is like a drama film. So, this does not work for me that much because I like seeing non-stop action, gun shooting, boom, 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 boom. But yeah, this movie does have gun shooting, but not all the time. It's just mostly just talking and dealing with all this shit. Well, that's just me. I just have different tastes in films. I do own the Godfather DVD. I own the first movie. I have it in my room. I have a DVD of it, but I don't own the sequels, especially the third one. The third one, I didn't really fuck with that movie. That shit was not so good. Especially, I heard like a lot of bad things about Francis Ford Coppola's daughter playing Michael Corleone's daughter, and she wasn't that good of an actress. I heard people said she sucked ass or something. I don't really know because I never like really watched that film at all. I don't know like some bits and pieces of it. Part 2, I don't know like half of the film that much, and not that much. I only know like some things. And I know like some of the characters who was in it, but I don't know their names though. The characters in part 2. Only part 1 I know most of the characters. 2 and 3 I don't know that many of the characters. I know what they look like, but not all of them. But part 1 will always be the masterpiece of all of them. I know people say the second one's like a masterpiece, but I'm not really crazy about the second one. Maybe I'll watch it one day again, the second one, when like, I don't know, Thanksgiving or something when they show it again. I'll watch part 2 again, and I'll watch the whole thing. Then I'll do my review on that. Yeah, I'll wait till November. I'll do a review of part 2 of The Godfather. I'll watch the whole part 2 film, and I'll get my thoughts on it, see if I like it more than the first movie. But that probably won't happen. I probably think the first one's still better than the second one. Because they had that whole story about Vito Corleone in there, and that should have been, like I said, a spin-off film. But like I said, overall, this movie's alright. Oh yeah, I forgot the part about The Godfather, the first movie, where now Michael Corleone comes back, and he decides he's going to take over the whole fucking city of New York area. He decided he's finally going to take over everything, and it's like, no more fucking around. I'm tired of screwing around. I'm tired of this shit. So he hires these assassins and shit to go take out these motherfuckers. He does. And then that's a pretty cool scene. All those scenes where you get one of the murder, where he's at the I think he's at the Baptist church or something. I think it was that, or he's in court. I forgot which one it was. I think it was Baptist church. He's like baptizing his kid. Where everyone's getting like murdered. I was like, that was pretty. That was a really good scene. Like, I really enjoyed that scene. And when like then his father died, Vito, while he's like playing with this kid in the garden or something. Then he closed the door at the end of the film and like slowly closed the door. And yeah, like I said, this movie, like I said, is an alright film. It's just not that crazy about it, like everyone else is. If you say it's like one of the best movies of all time, they watch it all the time. They enjoy it so much they can't stop watching the film. Me, I'm just like, I just watch it once a year or something. That's it, and I just okay, yeah, good film. I'm just not gonna watch that much though. Scarface, I watch it like 24/7. That shit's like nonstop. Every time I see that shit on TV, I just turn it on right away. So I watch that shit. Godfather's like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna watch it right now. That's how I am every time I see it. It's an alright film. Nothing bad against it. I actually love the video game more than the movie itself. The video game was fucking awesome, man. You blow with motherfuckers away with the fucking Tommy guns and shit. That game was fucking awesome, man. The game's like way better than the movie. I enjoyed the video game more than the movie. Fucking create your own character and shit, you know, blow people away, take over everything. That shit was awesome.
Sperm whale jizz, fucking gross.